tasks, which is, of course, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's also obsoleted, so I'm not sure if there's a much better task, but... really originally published. So I'm not sure if there's a faster task. No, I think this is like the top task there is. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one. This one was, of course, made by Al Galar as well as Marzo Jr. This one is Sonic 3 and Knuckles TAS. He went to no save because I think like no save basically will save a few frames because as it saves, you know, like another example, Mario 64. When you save after getting a star, saving costs like an extra second. By the way, this is a glitch you can do. You can play as Tails during the cutscene just to get things rolling. And Tails can be really helpful. Here's another warp. And just gets to the boss area. You can't skip this, unfortunately. Let me continue. So, again, in Sonic... in Super Mario 64, there's players will most likely or not would just continue without saving, instead of saving and continue. The problem is that saving costs an extra second, because, like, it takes a little bit of memory to, like, save, and a memory fragment will just cost a little bit of time. So, as such, it pretty much would help to, just continue without saving. What's hard about it is that you gotta tap down twice, and then push A. But I think I've seen a recent speedrunner who was able to, bypass that, by doing a certain glitch, to make it a lot easier to, like, continue without saving, without needing to push 2 extra buttons. But it didn't change anything in terms of, like, speed. It didn't change anything in terms of speed. Just tap down twice, and just push the A button, of course. Anyways, there's gonna be a lot of, like, Tails gliding to get somewhere faster. Like, you spin dash, have Tails, like... have Tails carry you. Tails will give you a generous amount of speed. And I don't think you can speed this up. This is a cutscene, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward this. Anything automated, I'll just fast forward. Because you can't go any faster than this, unfortunately. There's a lot of wave dashing, like Fox McCloud would, using the fire shield. This is wave dashing before wave dashing existed. This is on the Sega Genesis. It's before the GameCube. So yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic is wave dashing, and he just like bypassed that cutscene by going super fast. Then they use a mod or clip. There's a lot of clipping once again, just like in the previous 2 tasks. Using a mod or clip to go ahead and zoom right across the stage and into the boss. Obviously there's a few texture glitches. And also... man, how are they able to detect the boss off camera, dude? I question that. Like, they're able to figure out where the boss is located off camera and just take him out like it's nobody's business. I'm pretty sure there's definitely a tool. I'm pretty sure there's definitely a task cam to figure out where the boss would be if you're looking for it. Also, for some reason, the level is not scrolling. What? Is it because of you zooming in here and like causing the camera to not work anymore? Because this game also doesn't, like, transition to the next zone, it actually continues on where the zone's left off, making one giant world for Sonic to explore. This also means that, like, say, now deaths will be happening. And, like, dying in a speed run, depending on the situation, could be faster or slower. Banjo-Kazooie speedrunning, here's an example. Collecting 100 notes means it is safe for you to die in the level. If you're doing a 100% speedrun, of course, of Banjo-Kazooie. Where if you if you die before collecting 100 notes, that means you have to do this entire process again. but if you already collected 100 notes, just collect the last item, or the last note, or last G, or somewhat, and then just die, and you'll just spawn back to the start point, where you're able to exit immediately. It's basically the fastest way to basically, exit a level. And again, now this level also loops upwards to downwards as well. And not only that, they're able to use this to not only, they're actually able to use this to ignore the Act 1 boss and go straight to the Act 2 boss and have to fight this boss in the wall. They're fighting this boss in the wall. And it's Act 2, it's the Act 2 boss, by the way. And this is pretty messed up, isn't it? This game was able to figure out something. Yeah, but it says, like, Sonic got for Act 1, but, because he killed the Act 2 boss, he's going to Carnival Night anyway, so the game's not gonna fade out and then just move on to just Act 2. It's just gonna go to night, and then immediately go to Carnival Night. So, yeah, there is ways to, like, bypass Act 1 and just fight the Act 2 boss. Now, Sonic did a, glitch that allows you to go through the barrel and head into Knuckles' portion of Carnival Night, which is, of course, a lot shorter. And, he was able to use that to, of course, use the monitor warp to get inside this wall, and he's still stuck in the wall, which means now Tails have to fight the boss. Or he can also just spin dash out of the wall. Like, this is some craziness action that they have here. Like, these devs are, like, these, like, speedrunners are completely out of their mind. They just clipped them inside the flooring, too, so this could be really helpful for the next skip that they're doing for Act 2 for Carnival Night. And, again, the time bonus still exists, so it means you're just gonna have to mark it with in-game time. Again, I don't think, like, humans are gonna be able to easily accomplish these. Like, these are very ultra-precise, and, like, finding setups for these is just darn right impossible. Using the water balloon, you're able to just, like, squeeze through barrels like that, like this, and everything else, and get into, of course, once again, Knuckles' portion of the act. And as such, because Knuckles' portion also has a capsule, never mind, that doesn't work, I guess. I figured they're just gonna figure out a way to just go to Knuckles' section, hit the capsule, and just enter the, laser thing, but it doesn't seem like the task found a way. I guess you have to fight him. That's fine. I mean, if there's actually not a way to get to Knuckles' part, where you don't have to fight a boss, you just hit the capsule and you win, good. We can use that, and, it will save a whole load of time. But sometimes, it is what it is. Of course, they spin dash into the, barrel, shoot upwards, just so that way they can skip the cutscene of it just going right, left, and then finally shoot. So it's a little bit faster, and this is automated, so I'm just gonna fast forward this a little bit. Alright, so then it gets to here. Obviously, still it requires a lot of precise movement, but not much as much moved. There's a lot of, like, gravity manipulation here, with him, like, going in a ball form and also riding down the slope. And, like, sometimes you can change how the game's mechanics work. So, instead of being a sliding slope, it will actually be a riding down slope. And now, they just skipped the Act 1 boss. You can do that in certain zones. Skip the Act 1 boss, go straight to the Act 2 boss. And just let Tails do the work for you. Man! And even then, Sonic still has messed up gravity physics. I saw him going up there for a second. And the animals, however, glitching their letter textures is, like, mind-boggling. We're about to get near the end of the Sonic 3 portion, man. Of course, there's just triggers that you can, of course, activate that will activate the next zone. And, in terms of this zone, he's using the Crusher skip to, of course, once again, do another screen warp. Left, right, jump, potentially, I don't know, or maybe just look up and let Jesus take the wheel, I guess. And, of course, we end up in the Knuckles boss. I feel like when you're playing the Sonic Free Alone version of this, I don't even know that you could. Now, because, like, in Sonic's Path, yeah, they also did a Death Warp, which will basically, if you die in the exact same time you complete an act, you will basically start the act. You start Act 2 immediately without having to wait for a victory animation. But as I'm saying earlier, so in like Sonic's fight of Act 1, in Sonic Fight of Act 1, you only fight one of these guys, which pretty much explains, like, when you just kill one of them, they will, of course, the level will just end like that. But the other enemy is still alive, so he can technically still kill you, and that's pretty much, he used advantage of that, so that way you can be able to get to it. And here, this warp right here, basically what it is that he did another zone warp, which will lead over to Knuckles' version of the fight, which is on the pipes. Although he still has the Act 2 boss, you only have to deal one. He doesn't have to deal with the Sonic Free Alone boss. We have a lot of glitch stuff over here. But of course, the cutscene still plays as it is, so they watch the Death Egg fall, and of course the end of the Mushroom Hill Zone as they normally would intend it. The thing is, the pipe is going down with them instead of the ship. Can't skip this cutscene. RIP. But I think we can also use this door to do another zone warp, I'm pretty sure. Did the TAS use it? Yes, they did. So again, using another, like, one of those, like, crush warps. Again, using it to zoom all the way to the right into the Lumberjack boss. You can't skip the Lumberjack boss, fortunately, but that's okay. But Tails finished it for him. You're also able to, like, glitch how things work a little bit. And also get a fire shield, which is basically going to be helpful. And also, he did a little glitch there, where because, like, you're still able to move in this cutscene, they basically used the Tails glide trick to get into Act 3 before even Act 2 gets to register. Now everything is still green. If you're looking to see Act 2, just like Act 1, this is probably your best way. Ooh, that's a wall jump right there. Again, using a lot of the wave dashing with the fire dash attack. That is a lot of very tight moves, man. Hit him twice and just run it. Holy crud. These people are out of their minds. Beating this game as fast as you possibly can. I wonder how long it would take to make a full task. To make, like, the fastest possible task. I think it would take a lot to make it. Because, like, now you gotta, like, figure out ways to, like, attack off-screen objects. Go frame by frame using save states and everything else. Very, very specific movements to get somewhere, of course. And I'm expecting to see the inside of Flying Battery. That's what I'm predicting right now. The inside of Flying Battery have a sky at best, because, like, there's outside portions, there's also inside portions. So that way makes it look like you're fighting this guy. Oh, nope, not yet. Well, that's okay. But it was done in debug mode, I'll say that. You're able to, like, fight this guy in the sky if you just, like, use debug mode and then just get into the boss area without even going inside the normal way. You can't fight this guy faster, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward this. But he does have some glitchy physics upon his way out. So what techniques can he do with a double jump, you may ask? Let's find out. Fast forwarding this a little bit. Oh, okay, rewind. So first and foremost, start things off with a double jump. Grab onto that slope on the top right, inconveniently there for no apparent reason, but to be part of a ship's design, and use that to go, like, vertically downwards, and the sky is messed up. It's dark, and the cloud textures are just messed up, and there's still, like, specific jumps you gotta make on, like, the terrain, the off-screen terrain to, like, survive. There's also a little bit of crushing here, but no, you can still make that. Just barely. And then here we are in, like, the ending bit of the act, where, of course, the stage will still just go up as normal. However, we're underneath, like, the one and only platform that is required. But you can get up there, and get a few hits in, let Tails do a little bit of a work. To make the boss, of course, just go by faster, just do not be in the middle, and just actually, yeah. The task is just so insane, bruh. And you go so fast that, like, we have sprite overload on Eggman. There's gonna be a lot of sprite overload in this task, I'll tell you this right now. So moving on to Sandopolis, starting things off with another, of course, jump warp. Going up here, well, it's not really jump warp. Now here's another jump warp, another, like, loop-to-loop warp on the top left of that loop. Inside a wall, you'll be able to, of course, again, zoom your way across. Man, this thing is, like, used a lot. It's most likely used to skip a lot. You can't skip this. But the thing is, also, Sonic is behind the pyramid, so now you're also fighting this boss blind. But, because there's a Tolson speedrun, and they're doing stuff frame by frame, I don't see much of an issue. What is faster, letting this guy come to you, or knocking himself out? It seems like the fastest way is to actually let this guy run to you. I mean, it is what it is, so I guess I'll just fast forward this since you can't do anything here. You can go a little bit to the right. I feel like hitting the capsule, or hitting the signpost, is a time waster. But you do get a power-up for that, so that way you can use a power-up to get a skip that you're able to use. So, like, using the power-up, like the shield or the electric shield, like fire shield or electric shield, you can make certain skips like that, and then just go through the loop, go through the slope, go through the floor, and then just bypass part of the level, like that. Not only that, they skip the capsule where you don't have to deal with the ghost, so yeah, you can now skip the ghost finally, and you can go through this level in the darkness with no fear of fighting ghosts. Well, until you hit a checkpoint at least. When you hit a checkpoint, now the ghosts are back. But of course, there's still a lot of crush warps, and of course, this level also loops downwards as well. Obviously, a lot of precise movement is involved here. And this guy is wasting no time on light switches. Still a lot of precise movement near the end. Is it possible for a human? Who knows. Let Tails push the lever, and let Sonic go ahead and go through it. That's basically what it's gonna be going. And, another thing, it's really necessary, but, if you let Tails grab Sonic, and then touch the floor after when the victory animation shows up, you can move Sonic in free movement without needing to worry. And they did use it for this, so that way they can get a boost through there to make into Lava Root Zone quicker. A lot of fast-paced speed, and they are using, of course, more off-screen wrong warping. Where if you go off-screen, yeah. And they also went to Knuckles' portion, because I guess Knuckles' portion is a lot faster. And then they used the Crusher Warp. They used the Crusher Warp to get through this level. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other warps out there, but this one does take the cake. This one is definitely slow, because again, this boss is so automated, you might as well have to let it go by fast. But other than that, like, I will say though, if you do hit the monitor in a very specific way, you will go underneath the solid ground and actually be spamming around in the floor area. So stand at a very specific spot and also jump on it, and you'll be under the ground, and you'll just be pushing through to the right. And right now, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, but he's spin dashing. Again, doing another wrong warping. Is going to use the fire dash in his advantage. Well, he's definitely going to use that to get here, and just go past Knuckles, and just enter the loading zone to Hidden Palace Zone, skipping the Eggman fight underground altogether. So again, it's like a fast way to get to a Hidden Palace, of course. Now let's see Sonic brutally wound Knuckles. Tails was already dealing damage when he already got there, man. And Sonic dealt the last few hits. Then we have another wrong warp, which will just send him down to basically the, basically use that to basically slowly make itself down to the laser to go straight to Sky Sanctuary. So basically, he skipped a lot of the cutscenes by just clipping underground. And there's like one frame when you exit the laser thingamajig that you'll be able to jump. There's only one frame that you'll be able to jump. It's like on the very first frame. And the only purpose is just a meme, actually, because like you can't skip this level till after Knuckles passes by here. What? Anyway, so now there is 3 bosses, but of course there's also a looping warp here. So basically you hold down and then jump because it's a vertical base level. And you're able to just get to this boss by just going downwards. I feel like I was able to do that in the PC version when I first, the very first time I ever played Sonic 3. The very first time I ever played Sonic 3 was on the PC. And I feel like I was able to, like, spin dash to the right somewhere and able to get to the top part without even needing to fight 2 of the other bosses. But I honestly don't even know. This is automated, you can't skip this, I'm gonna fast forward this. Death Egg Zone. Of course, once again, Tails did another, like, fly flip. And then Tails just flew him into another warp. And got another electric shield. And I think we're entering, like, the Knuckles only route, even though Knuckles never comes to this place. So he goes down to here. This is the Knuckles only route. And then they just solved this puzzle ultra fast. And instead of using the automated elevator sections, they, of course, did some movement themselves. It's probably best because, like, automated is, like, pretty slow. And we're getting near the end of his task. I can't believe it already. Obviously, Tails is hitting him behind. So he's doing a lot of work behindwards. And then there's this little spin dash. Like, if you stand on the edge and spin dash, you'll slide off the platform. You'll be able to slide off the platform and actually be able to do some more stuff. So right now, I think we're gonna be doing something here. Oh yeah, Death Warp. That's what we're doing, just to get to Act 2 quicker. But I didn't wait for his cutscene. We're using a Death Warp. You know, Death Warps are really workable for certain situations, of course. And now, this level has a unique gimmick where it's upside down. So now, like, the tricks that you're so used to doing right side up, now you're doing upside down. It's like, it might be a little bit harder. But, luckily, too much. This boss, you know, intrigued me a little bit. I think it's just about, like, being patient and also, hitting him the moment, like, he just spawns something. Which is probably the only way to take him out. But as he spawns, like... Oh, wait, no, never mind. If you spin dash, then, we'll go back upside down and we'll actually hit him. I ran that not very fast. Still not faster than Tass, of course. Or Robotnik's still not faster than, still faster than Tass. Anyways, so now this slow and boring boss. Can he one-cycle him? I think he could. Using Tails and Sonic, you're able to two-cycle him instead of free-cycle him. So yeah, having Tails as your buddy is basically good for that. You're able to take out the Master Emerald with only like one laser blast. And then there's a few times you can hit him there. Maybe you can get him to die before he even gets to move. Like that. Only one platform is lost, and that is basically the Sonic 3 Knuckles task. I mean, I guess I figure you guys want a very interesting video with my commentary, me reacting to, of course, the tasks on these free videos. Obviously, I had to make it quick and really simple. It's probably an hour worth of video, so I hope you guys are enjoying this video, and who knows, if this video does get a good amount of support, maybe I will do this again, but for the 3D adventure games, like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and maybe Sonic 06 at best. But maybe only the Sonic character playthroughs, because like I feel like they're the fastest. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to click a like on this button. Again, this is not a reaction video. It is a reaction video, sorta, but I'm not, like, this was uploaded years, and I mean years ago. Like, 2014, 2017, and also 2017. And, like, they're really fast. I'm gonna stop right here. Alright. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like on this video. If you want to see me watch more Sonic tasks and what I think about how they did these certain moves and how they are able to accomplish these, and whether or not is it possible for a human to do this, let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to subscribe for more content. Link description below on my social media pages, Twitter, Twitch, and also my Discord server. As always, Mardiman641 signing out. Have yourself a fantastic night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you guys later. Bye.